rapid infrastructural growth and development going on around Lagos State has made Lagos communities to partner with the state government to initiate policy programs that affect their constituents positively. Welcome to another episode of Lagos Community Updates. I am Adejoken Sheda. How is your community faring today? Let's see. Prior to the declaration of June 12 as Democracy Day by President Muhammadu Buhari on June 6, 2018, the day was memorable to Nigerians only for the controversial 1993 re-election. Globally, June 12 commemorates the World's Day Against Child Labor since 2002, but not many Nigerians are aware of this global event. A day set aside to liberate the minds of children from the shackles of forced labor, child abuse, child trafficking, and other acts endangering their lives. According to a United Nations report, 218 million children between ages 5 and 7 are in employment globally. In Nigeria, the number of working children under the age of 14 is estimated at 15 million by the International Labour Organization reports. The menace today is fast spreading within communities and needs urgent attention to avert the time bomb of abused children waiting to explode. As a measure to commemorate this year's World Day Against Child Labor, the Legends, a community-based organization, deem it fit to bring the global event to the grassroots through sensitization program for students of different public schools in Ejigbo local council development area. Sulaiman Ejigbo, the president of the Legends, stated the rationale behind the organization's choice of partnering with communities in the quest to help the minors gain total freedom from child labor.
From our own end as a community-based organization, we are looking at a preventive measure. What is a preventive measure? We want a situation whereby the child will be the first person to prevent him or herself from being used as child labor. So how is this child going to achieve that? It's by education. Because education will enlighten the mind of a child. When a child is educated, it means he has friends, he makes up at school level, is exposed to excursion from the school and things like that. So these are the opportunity a schooling child has. So in the process, if anybody is doing anything wrong to him or her, maybe there's violence against the child, he gets to school, he'll be able to interact with the teacher.
While speaking at the event, Chairman of Ejigbo Local Council Development Area, Monsuru Oloyede Bello, popularly known as Obe, said his administration is against child labor and would see to its eradication through strategic measures across all communities in Ejigbo LCDA. He urged parents and guardians to desist from any form of child labor act and as well appealed to the students to focus on their education to enable them attain desired heights.
We are going to carry out a legislative process to your request. We'll make sure that our Legislative House of Assembly today got an executive bill from my table banning all the open markets across this LCDA that child under the age of 18 should not be allowed. In fact, even above 18, I want to assure you, by the 2019 session, God's grace, we will have to make sure that all your uniforms, all your school uniforms, we will look at them and try to provide at least one pair to each of the pupils in all our public primary schools.
The chairman then proceeded to commission the signpost mounted by the Legends Club to make resonance in the minds of community members the negative impact of child labor to the well-being of a child. Stakeholders in the education sector present at the event urged parents to set their priority rights and take optimal responsibility for the upbringing of their children irrespective of their financial status. For child labor doesn't alleviate poverty, rather endanger the lives of children.
Child labor is an offense all over the world. And on a regular basis, we hold meetings with the parents and we sensitize them, we advise them. We let them know the implication of rendering your child for necessary and unprofitable labor. What is most profitable is when the child is trained mentally, intellectually, and his mind is burnished to keen to studying and achieving something from that studies. You have a father, you have a mother, but they are not responsible. So the parents should be ready to be responsible. They should know that they have to take care of their children.
Even in the society, it has a lot of effects too, because most of these children, in the process of hawking or going to make money for parents, they involve in some criminal acts. Some of them go all out to involve in hard drugs, taking of hard drugs, which is not good to their health.
Comrade Victor Durodola, CDC Secretary Ejigbo LCDA, applauds the organization for the lofty idea of partnering with communities and promised to spread the news within the various communities in Ejigbo LCDA.
The program organized today by the legend is a very good program to mark the world to the child labor, and which is very, very good. And also to the parents too. Some of the parents are ignorant, but once you are able to call them to sensitize them, some of them have been giving these children some market to hawk and they don't know the implication. But for this type of exercise, it will go a long way to let them know the right of the child and the right of the parent within the society. I want the government to get the children arrested along with their parents who committed such an offense. It's an offense. It's just like a child abuse. They are trying to over-labor them and at the same time abuse the children.
While appeals were made to government at various levels to enact and enforce laws prohibiting child labor, the legend pledged not to relent in its efforts to liberate the minors who are vulnerable in the society through continuous sensitization and awareness programs with stakeholders within various communities in Ejigbo LCDA.
One of the constituents of a developed nation is everybody has a role to play. The child has a role, the adult has a role, and the government has a role. So once we eradicate child labor in our community, we are beginning to have a community free of crime. Because one of the things that I encourage those people that want to perpetrate evil is because any child who is hawking, selling, is vulnerable to all this crime. So one of the first things we are going to achieve is a community free of violence, free of kidnapping, free of sexual harassment against this child. So that's the future. That's the future we are looking ahead to achieve in this country.